Fans of The Golden Bachelor have seen Gerry Turner and Theresa Nist's marriage come to an end last year. Since then, news has come out that Turner's since pursued a relationship with a rejected contestant from the reality series. A figure close to Turner discussed the story during a recent podcast. Gerry Turner starred in the first season of The Golden Bachelor. Turner is a widowed, retired restaurateur from Indiana. He was previously married to his wife, Toni, from 1974 to her passing in 2017. He became known to audiences as the first lead of The Golden Bachelor. On the show, Turner met Theresa Nist, ultimately proposing to her. The two got married towards the start of 2024. However, they announced their divorce by April of that year. Since the divorce, Nist had recently appeared on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. During the discussion, she revealed that Turner dated another contestant, Christina Kempton, following their divorce. As Bachelor Nation fans know, Kempton was eliminated from week 3 on The Golden Bachelor's first season. Nist appeared on the podcast with a few other Bachelor Nation alums, Kathy Swartz and Susan Knowles. During the conversation, Knowles shared, "Theresa, I think you know that Gerry dated Christina from our show for a while?" Nist replied to this with, "Now I know that." Turner's upcoming memoir was also a topic of discussion. However, Nist also revealed that she was the one who suggested that he go out with Christina. Swartz noted that Knowles and her made the same suggestion, adding, "So we're all on the same page." It was then revealed that Turner and Kempton went out for like 6 months. This actually surprised Nist, who shared, "What? I didn't know that." Swartz also shared that Turner let Kempton read part of his memoir, Golden Years: What I've Learned from Love, Loss, and Reality TV, which is set for release in November. Nist also shared some interest in the book, noting, "I'm anxious to see what he's going to say in the book." As previously reported, Turner has since been said to be in a relationship with a woman identified as Lana Sutton. In a recent share on Instagram, Turner shared that he recently took a romantic trip to Europe. As Turner shared in a caption, "I'm trying to drink in all the culture that Paris and London has to offer, but I gotta say, Indiana, you're still not that bad." The carousel photo also shared a series of sites, including the Arc de Triomphe. Did you listen to Theresa Nist on this recent episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast? What do you think about these recent shares? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. When The Golden Bachelor first premiered, audiences around the world fell in love with Gerry Turner, the charming, silver-haired widower who seemed to embody every quality of a perfect gentleman. With his warm smile, soft-spoken demeanor, and emotional sincerity, Gerry quickly became the heartthrob of a generation, proving that love doesn't have an expiration date. But behind the roses, candlelit dates, and teary goodbyes, Bachelor Nation has always known one truth. Where there's romance, there's also drama. And now, shocking whispers have emerged that after his divorce, long before cameras started rolling, Gerry had secretly dated a woman who would later end up as a rejected contestant on his own season. Could this be the scandal that reshapes how fans view Gerry's carefully polished image? Let's dive deep into the story. When ABC announced The Golden Bachelor, viewers didn't know what to expect. A dating show for seniors? Could it have the same excitement and appeal as the younger skewing Bachelor franchise? The answer came swiftly. Gerry Turner. A retired restaurateur from Indiana, Gerry was painted as the archetype of the perfect widower, heartbroken after the tragic loss of his wife, yet ready to open his heart again. His story resonated deeply. Fans saw him as proof that second chances exist and that love after heartbreak is real. But reality TV often thrives on more than wholesome storylines. It thrives on secrets. Not long after the season wrapped, gossip sites began buzzing with claims that Gerry's romantic life wasn't as simple as the show made it appear. According to multiple insiders, Gerry had entered the dating pool long before his Golden Bachelor journey, and one of those relationships might have been with a woman who later applied to join his season. Even more scandalous, this woman reportedly made it onto the show, but was eliminated early. At first, fans dismissed this as typical tabloid chatter. But then, an anonymous source, allegedly close to Gerry's hometown circle, spilled to the press that the romance wasn't just a fling. They were serious for a while, the insider claimed. It wasn't just dinner dates. There was real affection, maybe even love. The big question? Which contestant could it be? Some fans began scouring early episodes, rewatching introductions, and dissecting social media accounts of the women eliminated in the first few weeks. The theories spread like wildfire across Reddit and Bachelor fan forums. One contestant in particular became the focus of speculation, a woman who shared a surprising connection to Gerry's community in Indiana. She didn't last long on screen, exiting before viewers had a chance to really get to know her. At the time, fans assumed it was just a lack of spark. But what if the truth was that Gerry already knew her, and their past made it impossible to move forward under the bright lights of television? The possibility created a frenzy. Had the show staged her appearance as drama bait, or did producers simply overlook the history between them? Reality TV thrives on twists, and the Bachelor franchise is no stranger to exploiting real-life connections. Remember when contestants revealed secret relationships back home? Or when producers just happened to bring exes into the mix? Some sources suggest producers may have been aware of Gerry's past with the contestant and decided to keep it quiet, hoping it would add intrigue. If true, this would mean the so-called scandal wasn't a hidden skeleton in Gerry's closet, but rather a carefully placed subplot never fully explored. But others argue that Gerry himself downplayed his past, presenting the romance as insignificant, a brief companionship rather than a relationship. But was it really so casual? Or was Gerry hiding a deeper bond that contradicted the vulnerable widower persona he displayed on screen? To truly understand this story, we have to lay out the timeline. 2017, Gerry's wife tragically passes away. He withdraws from the dating scene, grieving and rebuilding his life. 2019-2020, friends encourage him to get back out there. He reportedly begins dating casually. 2021, the alleged romance with the mystery woman begins. Sources claim it lasted several months, possibly longer. 2022, the relationship ends quietly, with both moving on. 2023, Gerry is announced as the very first Golden Bachelor. Shortly after, fans spot the same woman on the cast list. The overlap raises eyebrows. How does someone go from being a former romantic partner to a contestant vying for his heart on national TV? Bachelor Nation is divided. Some fans feel betrayed, arguing that Gerry's supposed search for love was marketed as the journey of a man finally ready to open his heart after years of loneliness. If he was already dating, and especially if he dated someone who later appeared on the show, was his story authentic? Others defend him, reminding everyone that he's human. Dating after divorce or widowhood is complicated. So what if he dated? One fan wrote on Twitter. That doesn't mean he wasn't ready for the show. It just means he was trying to figure out his path. Still, the whispers of secrecy, why he never acknowledged the prior connection on camera, fuel skepticism. Interestingly, the mystery woman herself has remained silent. While many contestants have gone on podcasts or social media to discuss their time on the show, she has avoided the spotlight. Is her silence an NDA-enforced hush from producers? Or is it her own choice to avoid fueling the controversy? Some fans speculate that her absence from the conversation might actually confirm the relationship's authenticity. After all, if nothing happened, wouldn't she simply deny it? Whether the rumors are true or not, the story has undeniably reshaped how people view Gerry. For some, it humanizes him even more. reminding viewers that he wasn't just sitting alone waiting for ABC to knock on his door. He was a real man navigating real relationships after tragedy. For others, though, the revelation tarnishes the carefully curated image of the pure-hearted widower. They feel duped, as though the show sold them a narrative while conveniently omitting messy realities. The truth may lie somewhere in between. Gerry is both the grieving husband who wanted love again and the man who stumbled through imperfect human relationships before finding himself on TV. The success of The Golden Bachelor guarantees more seasons and more stories. But with that success comes scrutiny. If even Gerry, the Bachelor Nation's wholesome poster child, carries secrets and drama, what will future contestants reveal? Perhaps that's exactly the point. Bachelor Nation has always thrived on blurred lines between romance and reality. This scandal, whether minor or major, only proves that love, even in its golden years, is never simple. Did Gerry Turner secretly date a rejected contestant after his divorce? The evidence is circumstantial, but compelling. While no official confirmation exists, the whispers won't fade anytime soon. In the end, maybe this scandal says less about Gerry and more about us as fans. We want our reality TV stars to be perfect, but the truth is they're just as complicated, messy, and flawed as anyone else. And maybe that's the real magic of The Golden Bachelor. Not that love is perfect, but that it's real, even when it comes with secrets.